500 subscribers. Now, I don't think I'd have honestly believed you if a year ago when I started this channel I'd have had 500 subscribers, so thank you very, very much.
Gorilla physics!
About 6 months ago, two of my biggest fans, they suggested I do a bit of a day in the life as a vlog. So I'm going to take you through what a teacher gets up to in their daily life, hopefully tell you a few useful things maybe about preparing for your exams, and give you a bit of an insight into what it's actually like to be a teacher. I don't know, maybe some of you want to be a teacher in the future, or maybe some of you are just interested to know what your teacher actually does when you will go home, or you will go to break time, or looking forward to the next day. So it's an absolutely gorgeous morning here in my town. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, so it would be bad. I mean, it's March now, luckily I'm walking to school in daylight. I'll give you a little look around. The sun is shining and it's beautiful. It's still pretty cold. I mean, there's frost on the cars and the water here is just frozen. I'll let you in a little secret. I started walking to school because after Christmas I was a bit, I think I was as overweight as I've ever been actually. So half an hour walk in the morning gives me a bit of exercise. It's nice as well, gives you a bit of time to clear your head, have a little think about what you're doing today. That's always where the sun rises. Absolutely beautiful most mornings, just rising over the field there. But 7:30, that gives me about an hour and a half just to get prepared for the day, make sure I've got everything in the right place, sort of predict what's going to come up in the day, make sure that I can do the best job I can. So I've got in, made myself a coffee, planning documents here, so I've got to do a bit of reading for later on. Yep, year 9 doing the practical, as I said, logic gates. Now I've got to do that. I'm going to film a ripple tank thing as well, apparently, and they're doing a core practical, so they should know what they're doing as well. Monday morning is briefing. Oh, and actually this Monday morning I've got a lady coming in from the University of Leicester who's working with some of our more able and talented year 9. One of my other roles is more able and talented year 9, so she's doing a project on mitochondria with them, which should be good. And yeah, I'll just check. I've got my practicals all lined up for the day on the trolley there, and I'm ready to go. Now, if I haven't got anything else to do before briefing, I might just actually get one of these stacks of books marked. Well, one thing about being in schools, working in schools, is that you kind of live your life by the bells. We're the only real profession that still has to act like you're at school, and lessons start on the bell. And I make a real point of starting my lessons on the second bell. So the first bell you start moving, second bell you go for it. And actually that's a lot of pressure every day to be just working around these bells. But if you're here on time, all the time, every lesson, then you really help us out, because actually we really, really want to start you learning straight away. So I can see actually the first bell's just gone, and there are people already queuing up outside, so I'm ready to go. Well, that's after 2 lessons, so that's 2 hours of teaching. It does tire you out quite a bit. I'll just tell you what we did. Year 9, they did this experiment here where they were dropping some ball bearings, little balls, through some washing up liquid and through some glycerol. Okay, and year 11, we're doing the logic gates, so they're using the electrical components to make, so basically electrical switches, which all computing is basically a system of logic gates. So I've got my coffee, that's pleasing me a lot, and I'm not having a biscuit, my wife will be pleased to know. And I'm going to go ahead and publish 2 videos, which I made last week and I just edited last night. Yeah, you know, those lessons, they were tiring, and I do feel a bit like now, tired out, but it made it, kind of worthwhile when, well, it's always worthwhile, but it made it really nice when one lad, or actually 4 or 5 lads, just said, "Oh, thanks sir, see you later, have a nice day, thanks for that sir." And that is good. So anything you can do like that, it really does matter. It really does help it really does make us feel a lot more happy about what we're doing. And when we are tired, when you see we've put quite a lot of effort into something, just say thank you, guys. It's so easy, and it does make a difference. So that's that little bit of YouTubing done. I'm going to write a letter home to parents about an upcoming trip. I'm hoping to take a group to the Alps in 2017 in summer, maybe after their exams. It'll be with geography and with physics, but it's a lot of work, the trip. So if you go on trips, make sure that you say thank you very much, because that is a lot of work, a lot of planning has to go into that. That's that then. These things always take a bit longer than you expect them to, which is a bit like revising. It always takes a bit longer than you expect to. So now, have a little think now. What grade are you aiming for? Because if you're aiming for the very top grades, if you're aiming for A star, you need to be revising earlier. If you're in year 9, you need to be revising the stuff you're already doing. If you're in year 10, you need to be revising the stuff you did in year 9 and the stuff you did a couple of months ago. And if you're in year 11, then you need to really have done all that revision by now, and you need to be getting on with the stuff and really making sure you get to grips with all the stuff you've done this year, and at the same time practicing those past papers. You need to do that because you need to know exactly what's going to come up in every part of every exam. When I just mocked some mock exams last time, I found quite a few students who were using stuff from different units to try and answer the stuff in the previous unit, and that doesn't make any sense to me at all. You have got a bit of a clue as to what is going to come up in each part of the exam. You should go into every single exam that you go into knowing this bit is going to come up here, this bit isn't going to come up here. Okay, if you're not doing that, then you really are missing a bit of a trick, because all the students who are doing a really good success in those exams, they know exactly what's going to come up. They don't know the questions that's going to come up, of course not. And they know there could be some stuff that's missed out and some stuff that is in there, but they know exactly the topics which are in each part of the exam. So you need to be smart and you need to know what's in each topic. Okay, ready to go. I know you can do it. You've absolutely. It's not too late. I'm not trying to give you, oh well, might as well give up if you haven't started now. But actually, you need to be revising, and you need to be revising always and constantly. Don't just do the minimum. Don't just do what your teacher tells you to do. Don't just do your the homeworks they set. Go ahead. Do the revision guides and make the flashcards, answer the quizzes, watch my playlist, watch everyone else's playlist on YouTube. You need to be studying. It's so important to you. It is really, really important. And you can all do well. It's just one thing that distinguishes people who do well in exams from people who don't. They are the people who revise, they are the people who study, they are the people who do the past papers. Anyway, that's my lecture over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually make a video. I'm going to make a video about this thing here. Ooh, our brand new. This is our brand new wave machine, or ripple tank, I should call it. I don't like to call it a wave machine. So I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make two videos actually. I'm going to make one video which shows what the wave machine shows, and I'll make a video for my colleagues about how to actually use this. Well, anyway, I thought I was going to be able to just get on with that video, but actually just then some mock exams arrived. Here we go. Whoa. Look at those big stack of mock exams there. I'm going to have to sort them out into their various piles and take the ones that I've got to mark and give some others to some other teachers. So that's me. That's that bit done for a little while. That's the certainly the filming of it done. I have to go ahead and take that video on the camera back now, take it home, and I will edit it down. Hopefully it will make some sense to some people. It's kind of weird though, just kind of sitting in a room talking to yourself, but you just have to kind of try and keep it natural. By lunchtime now then, and I do tend to just kind of sit and eat my lunch on my desk, which is a bad habit, but as you know, that's what people in Britain do, because we work too hard. My classroom's usually pretty busy. Yeah, is somebody here to come and see me? Come on in. So people just kind of drop in and they do their coursework. But also some of my tutees like to come and hang out and carry on with their bits and bobs. They're planning assembling my tutees at the minute, so they like to come in and get on with any little crafty bits they do. Anyway, I'll go and look after Kyle. So that's my day of teaching done at least. I've just had sixth form, had my tutor group first, and then I had sixth form and Sugar were fine, although they should have been an assembly, and so it's quite a nuisance because you've not got anything really planned, and there's you've got to do something with them. But luckily we're planning our own assembly, so it's they've kind of got loads to do. So what they've been doing is they're going to do an assembly on St. Patrick and St. David. So they've been making all these snakes because St. Patrick chased the snakes out of Ireland. They've made some flags, look, Irish flag, and there's a Welsh flag in there as well. They've made some armour, my word. Oh, there's Gary hanging out looking after it. That's a leak hat. Yeah, and look, they've made some jester hats as well. This is someone else's armour. There's some swords here as well. Look. So, that's all a bit of fun. Bit of stuff that isn't physics in my job. And that we've planned out all their different bits they're going to do. They're going to have a little showdown between David and Patrick, between Wales and Ireland. Should be a laugh. School's empty again, as you can probably see out the window over my shoulder, and it's time for a science meeting, so I'll be here for another hour and a half minimum, and discussing what we're doing with science. You're all right, don't worry. There's a lot that goes into your day at school that doesn't actually happen during your day at school. We don't just turn up and sort of teach. There'd be really rubbish lessons if that was the case. We spend a lot of time preparing, planning. There's a whole team, obviously, of technicians in science that help us get all our apparatus out. It's a very tiring day being a teacher. You're on it all the time. If you're a kid, you can sit and not answer a few questions for an hour, or have a lesson where you kind of check out a little bit. Nobody really notices. But as a teacher, you've got nowhere to hide. Every single lesson, you are on it. It's your job to be in charge of that classroom, and if you don't, then it's just mayhem. So that's me. That's my day at school. It's had a good day, I suppose. I mean, at least it's like 5:30 or something now, and it's light this time now. So at least I'm walking home when it's still light. Yeah, I hope that's been a useful insight into what your teachers' days are like. And I showed you all the things I do in the day, but maybe I didn't show you any of the actual exciting bit. The exciting bits are when you are actually in the classroom with the kids, of course. So you didn't get to see any of that. So that's me kind of home now. It's a lovely evening as well. Look, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's been a beautiful day. Beautiful day to be cooped up inside teaching children, as I often say. So just like it was good for you guys, set yourself goals and then think about how you're going to do it. Well, I think I'm going to set myself a goal to this time next year, have 2,000 subscribers. I should be able to do that. Maybe you guys can help me out a bit. Just share any videos that you find useful on your social media. It'd be really good. Every little bit helps, every little share. Maybe gets me a couple more views, a couple more likes. And yeah, keep hitting the thumbs up. Any suggestions what you'd like to see? Maybe you've got an idea of what special you'd like to see next and my next kind of milestone. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching Gorilla Physics. Please do like, share and subscribe. That really helps me be more useful to more people. Also, please go ahead and check out Gorilla Chemistry and Gorilla Biology. You can expect the same sorts of things, past paper questions and videos to help you understand topics. Thanks once again for watching.